My name is Raymond Martinez, and I am from Lakeville, Minnesota. I am 15 years old. I have just finished my freshman year of homeschooling, and the reason I come here to GoFundMe.com is to ask you to fund me for a trip to Costa Rica. Now, this isn't just any normal vacation or anything like that. It's actually part of a science immersion camp. And this camp is actually funded by an organization called Seeds of Change, and this sort of trip is usually reserved for only college students. So, in this trip, they are planning to immerse kids in science because the United States is currently very far behind in scientists in the workforce, and we need more scientists, basically. So the goal of this trip is to get kids farther immersed into science. And actually, I'm already kind of a geek right now, too, so this will probably help me even more. But to choose science as a career choice because our country needs it. Now, what they'll be doing, or what we'll be doing, is that when we go down there, we'll be studying these unique organisms called the leafcutter ants. What makes them very special from regular ants is a few things. First of all, what they do is they cut down leaves and other vegetation, hence the name leafcutter ants, and they bring it back to their nest, except they don't actually eat it. They instead, what they do is they grind it up into like a mulch, and then they feed that mulch to a fungus that they actually eat that fungus. So they, other than humans, are the only known organisms to practice agriculture. So that's one thing. And then another thing is that they produce a special kind of antibiotic on their back and their neck kind of area. And what it does is it protects the fungus that they eat from being spoiled by another fungus called black yeast. And so this antibiotic protects that fungus. And it's actually been effective for thousands of years, unlike many of our antibiotics that we've been producing. So they seem to be very unique, and we can actually use them for our own antibiotics. So that's another thing. Now, in this trip, we will be leaving on June 20th and coming back on June 30th. So it'll be consisting of 10 days. The first 2 days, we will get there and be kind of more further taught about the ants a little bit more. And then on the next 4 or so days, or something like that, we will be designing our own experiment to test on the ants. And we formulate a hypothesis, we gather information, we do our own process and that sort of thing. And then at the very end, we present our experiment. And the last 2 days will be tagging sea turtles in the West Coast, I believe. So we are paying for this trip, but it would be really nice if we could get funding for this trip to kind of lower our cost. And then any extra money will probably go towards another trip in December or next year, where in December we will be purely tagging sea turtles, or next year we will pretty much be doing a similar thing to this, except with like their genetics, like ant genetics. So that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing in Costa Rica, and I hope you can fund me in the name of science, pretty much. And I hope that you fund me. So in the name of science, go fund me.